Welcome back to the Scrum. July 15th. It's easy to remember. It's my fucking birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
You're like 17 or something, right?
13.
13.
Man's either 17 or 35. He's one of the two.
It's awesome.
It's
It's
pretty
one of those
close.
things where, like, as I get older, like, I used to hate that when I was younger. Be like, what are you, 5? What are you, 7? What are you, 10? Like, man, shut up, man. Shut up, dude. 15, dude. I'm a large permit, dude. Shut up. But now that I'm getting older, like, I just bask in it. Like, yeah, dude, I'm 15, dude.
But at this point, like, I am like continuously forgetting how old I am.
Oh,
A lot of times at the gas station, like without even like not even looking at your ID, they're like, "How old are you?" 29.
Straight up, people ask me, they go, how old are you? I'm like 25. Like without thinking about it, I'll rip. Like, it's a good age.
You're 25 until you're 30, pretty much.
Yeah, it's divisible by 5. Like, this all works.
It's just easy to remember.
It's super easy. But it is what it is, man.
And doing
could be
anything
out having a
big?
good time. Nah, I was about to say could be doing that, but there's a pandemic, and
Is
also
there?
I'm doing this with you fuckers. So
Getting is your lady cooking you a special meal? You getting any?
I think she's just bringing home some favorable fast food, like just
Nice.
keeping it mad low key.
Keeping it
That's,
mad low key.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you still playing threes?
That's not tonight.
It's not tonight. Okay.
No, the
Cool.
playoffs start next week. We'll get right into that, and that's what it was. Thank you for reminding me. That's what I was trying to remember. Cancellation Cup Season 2 postseason coming around the corner, starting next week. 3s and 5s. Shouts out Raleigh Furta,
First place in 5s.
fucking
I was
regular
just
Last
gonna
season
say,
place in
champions,
3s.
dude.
Last
Doesn't
place
matter.
in 3s.
Doesn't matter.
Fuck 3s.
Forget
That's
about
like,
we want to do 3s from the jump. That
yeah,
doesn't matter.
that's like what we've been campaigning for the whole time. Like, let's just do 3s, and we suck at it.
We'll get that
We're
next
terrible.
season. We're number
Yeah.
1 in 5s, baby. For now,
It's all that matters.
it's literally anybody's playoff.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I mean, it could go either way. These games are always so close, especially the last week. Like, every team, Cody, played 3 games the last night of the regular season. Just an absolute
Jesus.
grinder. But everyone played, and there was a couple. Our last game was kind of a blowout, but everything else was like mad close, mad close. One team went to triple overtime.
Yeah, it kept us waiting till 10 p.m.
What was the record for you guys?
That's a good
I'm
question.
not sure.
It's a good question.
First
Points
place,
are kept.
I guess, all that matters.
First place, man. It's all that matters. We had 19 points, and then the next team had like 16, and it's a 3-point win system. So
Close.
You know,
Chris is
it was
trying to
close.
jinx
It's a tight
us.
race.
Chris is trying to jinx us, saying that we're going to take the championship and stuff. We see through it, Chris. We see the trying to put some bad juju on us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Jinx us
Say
before the
less.
playoffs start. No,
Say
we're the
less.
underdogs. Let's keep it that
Yeah.
way. You know what I'm saying?
But shouts
Never
out,
had a
shouts
full
out that.
roster.
Never.
2 seasons in, didn't get a full roster until like the last 3 games, bro.
I know, dude.
It's all right.
And
You
we
know
still
what I'm
make it
saying?
happen.
We
dude. We're
thrive.
good.
We endure.
We thrive. Exactly.
Bark, 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 bark.
The dogs know.
Bork.
Is that Lily or Ray?
Ray.
Okay. Good tell. So it's me. It's me, bitch. I don't know why. I'm literally looking at my phone like there's a schedule to like look at.
There's nothing to
on my
look
phone.
at.
Like, I'm
Just
nothing
off
to
the
look
dome
at.
today.
all for show right here. NHL, hockey, things like that. Just
Lindy
recently-
Ruff, dude. Lindy
Lindy
Ruff,
Ruff.
hired by the Devils because there's only like 3 qualified head coaching candidates in the entire world, I suppose, dude.
They're all at retirement age, and they're all
Yeah.
white dudes.
And it's all
It's
just
crazy.
the same guys. Like, what is Lindy Ruff? I don't even know what he's been doing. You know what I mean?
Chilling.
Chilling hard, I guess. Like,
Chilling.
You think Bill
Think he
Peters
got-
got a call?
No. I don't think he got a call.
didn't he go to Russia or something?
You think
Or-
he's giving up those Russian schmeckles, dude?
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
he's,
Schmeckles over there, dude?
He's
Come on, bro.
running Datsuk's team.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, they're probably both hanging out
Well,
with the
apparently-
same priest, dude.
I'm about to say, Datsuk's held up in a coronavirus church,
Yeah.
scared, praying and shit, man. Fuck, dude. It's crazy.
Crazy stuff going on out there. But fuck Lindy Ruff. You know what I'm saying?
I guess, like,
he was
shouts out the Devils.
He was the coach of the Buffalo Sabres forever,
Now, see-
back when I hated the Sabres.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's, you know
I
what I'm
can-
saying?
I can fuck
Lindy
with that.
Ruff.
No, yeah, fuck. Okay, fuck Ruff. Yeah. I'm all on board with that.
Speaking of despicable teams, the Capitals, Lars Eller, gone. Stopped it out.
Sitting out. Not sure
Respect to him,
why.
dude.
Yeah, not that it really
Yeah.
matters, but I didn't see why he decided to opt out.
I'm sure, especially,
Probably just life.
often it seems like the ones who are opting out will mention the reason.
Mhm.
So for those who aren't, I'm sure they just don't fuck with it, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to say they don't fuck with it. They just be like, I'm cool. I am
Yeah.
cool. That's fine. Sucks for that center depth over there in Washington.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be interesting too. So, and the exhibition schedule came out, and that's who the Canes have are the Capitals. So
It's not a
interesting to see them play.
rivalry.
Yeah, right. Well, if you
Yeah.
look, I mean, like if you look at that schedule, like there's some heavy rivalry games for those exhibition games.
They want to get that hype train going.
If anything, they probably want to get the teams going. You know what I mean? Have them playing teams that they don't fuck with to get some juices pumping.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw it on Jacob. You might have seen it was going around on Twitter. They got some good audio of Rod giving an on-ice little speech to the team. And one thing he was saying, he's like, "Look, y'all are going to be shook when you come out here and there's not a single fan in attendance. You're going to have to big each other up. You're going to have to talk. For guys who don't talk, you might want to consider talking just a bit more because there's not going to be anyone boosting your ego." He didn't say that exactly, but that's what he's getting at.
That's the message. Absolutely.
There's psychology all in that, bro. Whether the players acknowledge it or not, dude, they're getting, I mean, shit. Imagine you do anything, right? Like this is their job. Imagine like Jacob, you're going to the plotter at work and you got like 30,000 people just you're gonna feel pretty stoked. You're gonna feel like you're doing some big dick shit. Yeah.
Man, I hope they don't realize all that shit I fucked up on it. Just
Exactly.
I wish they would not. I'm assuming they're going to pump in the crowd noises, but I'd rather them not do that so you could actually hear literally all the communication on ice.
Did you guys see?
Dude, if they put in crowd noises, I'm just muting the fucking TV, dude.
Did you
That's
guys?
what they did for soccer.
I don't give
Did
a
you
fuck.
guys see the? I know that it came out from the Rangers team, but the NHL had sent out a directive to all the teams to send out to like their fans saying like, give us a. There was one like a 30-second clip of you reacting to a goal, just like getting real hype about a goal and all this stuff. But my thing is, how quickly do you think that's going to go sideways? Like, there's going to be 8 people who scream for 30 seconds, woo, a goal. And then with the Rangers fan base, it's going to be all those guys that are saying the N-word in old dude's fucking Zoom interview, and they're just be screaming that into their phones, dude. You can't give the fans that fucking chance to troll the team.
No, yeah.
It's
For
good.
sure, dude.
The internet sucks. You can't just hand them like. Yep. Plus, can you imagine being dead quiet? Right, it's dead quiet the whole time. You score a goal. They didn't tell the players that they're going to pump in this crowd noise, and all of a sudden, it's just like real digital, just like oh fuck.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be able to tell on TV. Even you'll be able to tell. It's just gonna be trash. Don't do that. If you're doing that, please don't do that.
Like they do with the UFC. Just let us hear the game.
Just
like people were saying, dude. Like hockey has like good sounds to the game. The skates go through the ice.
Sounds, dude.
That clap of the
all those F words flying around, dude. For sure.
But just let the game, let the hits, let us hear that the players communicating on the ice, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I think it'd be a real cool look into the game. So
I agree. I mean, obviously you're gonna have to figure out some way to censor it. I mean, just straight up, they're gonna be. Yeah. I mean, there's no way you can convince them to watch their language if the audio is gonna be that picked up.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
a thing. You know, they have to
too. You know, because no one's there. It's not like anything could get spoiled, really.
You ain't tweeting about it,
right?
Yeah. Unless one of those media personalities in there wants to, I don't know, fuck it up for everybody. Spoil it, yeah.
So, and then with all that and the hub shit and teams gearing up to start playing these exhibition games and then finally the actual play-in playoff games, the teams are doing what they got to do to get prepared. Toronto had to get a little call from the NHL and say, hey, man, you can't be using our fucking officials for your practices.
So were they just having like the officials come in and do their job at practice? Like,
exactly, to some extent. I don't know if it was like help mind the players I guess like reactions to getting scrums and things like that. And that sounds like an excuse to me. Right. And that's just some stuff I was seeing people say that they would be used for.
Were most people pissed off because it's an unfair advantage, or because like you're just bringing more people that you could expose?
No, it's cheating. I mean, you're building relationships, you're talking to them and shit. Right. Like the players know there's only so many officials, and the players get to know them pretty well throughout their careers. And you see that sometimes in video clips or whatever, but like, I don't know.
How many officials are getting brought into each bubble?
Well, that's just it. Like, I don't know, but it's not going to be a lot, and there's not many to begin with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If Toronto's bringing them in, like, that's an advantage no matter which way you spin it. Like, that's
absolutely.
They can't do that.
I think any team's allowed to do that, though, aren't they, technically?
Like, during the regular season and, like, during in general?
I think even during, like, the training camps and stuff, you're allowed to, like, bring officials in just to – like, it gives them reps, gives you reps. Like, I think you're allowed – I think it is allowed, and the NHL just stepped in, like, not now.
Yeah, well, maybe that's just it. And to that point, what I was getting ready to say also, too, if it's not an explicit rule, then Toronto's just doing what they're being told what they're not being told they can't do, which, you know, that's some Bill Belichick shit.
I was about to say that's some Patriot shit.
W's are W's, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like in golf, dude. If you're not cheating, you're not winning, dude.
Exactly.
So, exactly.
Exactly.
Anything else on the NHL?
Did you guys see I'm assuming that Kane's Twitter was just as toxic as Kane's Reddit the other day. But when the first practice came and Nate just wasn't on the ice, there's a lot of speculation that he had coronavirus and all that shit. Luckily, he was there yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I paid that zero attention just because like the speculation is so.
It could be literally anything. You know what I mean?
Anything, even if he missed that next day.
Yeah, because they're not
there.
The rules stipulate, even with injuries and stuff. I think you're just only thing the team's allowed to say is unfit to play.
Real quick too, while we're talking about it, how about Matthews came out himself and had said he had coronavirus, and then that dickhead who outed him about it was like, "See, like." He fucking said he did. So, like, what's the difference? You'd be like, bro, you're not fucking him, dude. It's his business.
It's
like,
me,
he can come out and talk about his own business. I just thought that was
real.
A funny tidbit. The internet fucking shitted on him for it.
For real. Do you guys see Forsland took Kane's play-by-play announcer out of his Twitter bio?
It's official.
No.
It's
official, folks.
It's now just says play-by-play announcer.
I'm so agent. I love Forsland. I'll never stop loving Forsland. I'm so over it, dude. He's gone. Yeah. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Pull the Band-Aid off, bro.
We must endure. Be like Raleigh Furta.
You want to see him? He's commentating a Blackhawks game. I promise. It's he's on NBC. He's right there, kids. You can still reach out and touch him just as much as ever before. You know what I'm saying? DVR the fucking game and jack off to the audio. You'll be all right. God damn.
But
wow.
Sorry. People just cry, dude. What else though? What the fuck else is going on?
I think Jacob and I are gonna pitch in for some like $12,000 or $13,000 cabinets for Josh.
Not me, dog. I'm not throwing any money at any cabinets, bro. I'm not throwing any money at any fucking, you know what I'm saying? I don't want any home decor.
Bruh, the pillows. You see the $10,000 pillows?
I don't want none of it, bro. I'll stick with all the furniture I got. All
right. So Josh, you apparently didn't hear about this. Wayfair is a website, right? It's like a furniture website. You can get a whole bunch of good deals on there, whatever.
Okay.
A whole bunch of conspiracy theorists have seen these large cabinets on there that are being sold for like $13,000 and $14,000. That elsewhere look like they're being sold for like $2,000 tops.
Like the same wood, the same.
Yeah,
it's the same picture. Same
picture.
Yeah.
So on the Wayfair website, there were 3 different cabinets, the same exact cabinet, and they all varied in price from like $12,000 to $14,000 randomly, and the names were different. And they were like some really really kind of far off names, and a whole bunch of people did their research, conspiracy bullshit. Turns out that the names that were in there were the names of missing children. So there's a whole conspiracy that Wayfair is selling very expensive or very cheap cabinets for very expensive because there's a child inside. So it's some forward of trafficking ring.
Yeah.
It's like
not necessarily they're going to send you the cabinets with the child locked up in it, but like
they might just send
and apparently there's like some weird connections between the Ghislaine Maxwell woman and
here's how you know.
CEO of Wayfair.
Here's how you know. You buy a cabinet. You buy a cabinet and you don't open it because you don't want to be complicit.
Yeah. It's like that. It's
but if it shows up with holes in it,
Then you
breathing
know.
holes?
Like
Then you
breathing
know.
holes?
Then you know.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
just-
all those idiots that back in like high school would be like, dude, you can just order weed online and then just leave the box on your front porch for 3 days. And if no one shows up, then they
It's
can't
not a
arrest
crime.
you, dude. I'm like, okay, buddy. Okay,
Yeah.
buddy.
Dude, they put it in 4 vacuum seals, dude. The post office can't detect that shit.
The USPS isn't allowed to go through your mail if without reasonable cause,
No,
dude. So you'll
fuck,
be good.
they ain't. Yeah. That's fucking wild.
Crazy
So
as
did
fuck, though.
Wayfair ever come out and be like, well, nah, here's what happened? Because
Yeah, I
there's a
mean,
logical
so the-
explanation.
Yeah, I mean, they came out and said that apparently the cabinets are for like very strict chemical use or whatever. I'm assuming in like labs and shit. So that's why they're so expensive, because they're made
So
out
they're
of like,
marked
special
up.
material, right? But another thing recently is that apparently like Ellen DeGeneres has some items that are sold on there, and there was 2 different like $10,000 or $11,000 couch pillows. And someone like took a screenshot of it, and like 30 minutes later they looked at it and it was marked down to $99. So it's just like, yeah, it's just like, so people are starting to say now that Ellen is involved in sex trafficking.
Yeah. I've
So
also
it sounds to
seen-
me,
It's all
it sounds to
silly
me
shit.
like people forget that like human beings go in there and put this stuff in manually, prices, shipping, like names and
What's-
stuff like that. So like there's no chance to these conspiracy people. There's no chance someone fat fingers some numbers. And
Well,
like,
there's a
'cause, you
couple
know,
of them.
I've also read though that it was like a data, not like data mining, but like a data gathering algorithm, basically, that is part of their website, which is how like the names got put with the cabinet. It was real fucking convoluted. However, they gather information through their website, but I saw there's an explanation about it being a glitch in the code that paired some shit up that shouldn't have been paired up. And then the high price marks are it's supposed to, because no one's going to spend $15,000 on a cabinet. It was all real convoluted. I don't know, but like you're saying,
I mean, like,
it's
here's my thing is like, if you want me to believe that like motherfuckers are going to this levels of like to be pieces of shit, like I'm subscribing to that. Like Ellen DeGeneres is definitely like, she's bro, like take her out. Like
she's on my list, bro. You know?
The whole
Yeah,
thing is
like,
like,
she's-
you think you got to go to the dark web to buy a kid, but you can just go to like Amazon, right? Like,
God
Just-
damn,
it's
so fucked, so fucked.
That's my
happy
thing.
birthday, Josh.
God damn, great. Now we're all on a list.
You're
Sick.
all on the list, dude. But
It's
I
your
don't know, that
birthday.
shit was crazy. What was the other one you were talking about, Cody? Sort of like an
Uh, Oh, Rando Nautica. It's some new app that's like big in the TikTok space. Did you guys see the TikTok video where like the people found a body in a suitcase in Seattle?
I did see
Okay.
that.
no.
So yeah, so apparently there's this Rando Nautica that's supposed to be like you download your information and then you like hold an intent in your mind, like money or fun or rainbows or flowers or just like some dumb shit, and then it gives you an address, like a lat long coordination within a 10-mile radius of you to go look at, right? So the app has been sending people to all these weird places. People have been saying that they've been, all this dumb shit, right? Like finding treasure and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So it's really just like a whole TikTok thing. It's
What the fuck
basically
is going on right now?
it's basically whatever that like it's. I'm pretty sure it's just a location data thing where they're just like mining all of these. Dumb
Yeah, Pokemon Go.
It's basically Pokemon Go, right?
Yeah, based on like recent searches and all that shit. Just getting all your
Yeah.
information.
But yeah, but no, legit. I mean, there was so that app is what brought those girls in that TikTok video to
The suitcase.
the suitcase, yeah. And they were joking like, oh man, it's probably going to be a lot of money in here, because that's, I guess they were like, they were envisioning money, and it brought them to this shoreline, and they're like, oh, a suitcase, right? It's money. And they opened it up and like immediately started smelling. They call the cops, and there's a body inside.
Damn.
So
women are innately evil. That's what you're.
Yeah,
so the
They
app sent them to
manifested.
the suitcase, like, all right, here's your thing, and it was a body.
Right.
So like whoever is like putting in the shit in that app is out here dropping off bodies.
Maybe, but
or
like
just
so,
super unfortunate circumstance. That's just some
That's
guy
mad
who-
unfortunate circumstance.
Some guy who
right
jumped the
there.
body. He was like, bro, no one was gonna go into that abandoned.
The mob
ass
was like,
fucking-
"You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude!"
fucking TikTok, fucking TikTok,
Dude, that's like my favorite scene in The Departed is where they fucking where the guys with Jack Nicholson's crew take out some dude, and the it's on the news. They end up finding him. And the guy's like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." He's like, "I fucking walked out there, like I walked this far out, or I walked till this much knee deep in mud or whatever." And then but the body still got found. He's just like, "Fuck, man, like what do I gotta do?" And Jack Nicholson's like, "When I say bury him in the marsh, I mean in the marsh." Not where fucking Johnny whatever goes to get a blowjob every Tuesday. Like a jogger found him. That's one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie. That's crazy. All
It is
that's
fucking
fucking
crazy.
crazy. I'm
Has
never buying
anything-
anything off Wayfair, regardless of the price.
right?
It's so cheap. Has anything been found out about the body?
Not that I know about. No.
No, that's the best thing about it, Jacob. No one could give a fuck. Like no one could give a fuck about who is in that suitcase. It's more about this random Nautica, and the TikTok was like on my timeline at some point, so that shit just
Did they
went
show
viral.
the body
It's
Yeah.
more about the
TikTok?
people who found the body than the actual
Nah,
deceased person.
it was in a garbage bag. So they did show the TikTok did show them like opening up the suitcase, and it was just a garbage bag, and they immediately like stepped
See,
back.
like
I guess 'cause it
everything I
smelled.
saw censored whatever was inside. Like
Right,
you
yeah,
could
so-
assume it was still a bag or something, but like everything was censored on the shit I
Yeah.
saw.
Damn.
But it was like,
crazy.
yeah, apparently, but like, and then like since then, a whole bunch of people have said like, oh, I've been, doing TikToks. Oh, I found this really weird like circle of logs in the woods, and it's like, but you set that shit up and then you drove away and you came back.
Or some people were sitting in a circle in the woods. That's some people got there's some logs and they were like, let's have a seat.
It's that, dude, we're in that day and age, dude, where you can take anything out of context and fuck it all up for however you want, man. It's just
Yeah.
that's where
It's the
we're
same
at,
thing
dude.
as who's the actress that they just found her body in the
Yeah.
river
The
with
chick from
the-
Glee.
the-
Yeah.
Dude, I saw something going around on TikTok about this girl was like, so I was looking up articles and like this article was dated 4 days, like it was an article saying her body, like
Oh,
this
here we
actress
go.
gone missing. And it was like, this article was dated 4 days before it was ever announced that she had actually gone missing, like all this other stuff. And she just trying to like start some shit. It's like, dude, that's just like companies can go back and change the dates on the articles. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's
or
not that
or just
hard.
some basic person can easily Photoshop it and then post
Yeah.
that out.
Or
Like,
it just
or-
got fucked up. It was just a visual mistake. It's just the website showed it wrong.
Or there are infinite logical explanations that could make those two. There's infinite.
Yeah.
Is that Arkham's Razor, where it's infinite possibilities? Is that the?
I don't
same
think it's
shit?
I don't think it's Arkham, but I know what you're saying. It's
That's what we need to
Arkham
scroll for.
Asylum, something.
Yeah, it's
No,
Batman.
bro.
It's all Batman.
Yeah, it's
versus
a video
Joker,
game.
Yeah.
Video game comics.
It's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
a simulation.
My food is getting cold.
I feel
Happy
it.
birthday.
Jacob,
Happy
where
birthday,
can
dog.
where can they tell us happy birthday to me?
Dude, tell Josh happy birthday
Every day.
every day at Talkin Sauce Pod. No underscore. Respect the underscore. Hit
Tell-
him up directly at Josh. Where they get you at directly. You get to go.
You can get me
first
at
this time.
JAY_COBB77. Say happy birthday, but make sure you at Teebs at TEABZZ. Same thing. You can get Cody CD _2187. Tell him happy birthday at Teebs, but again at Teebs TEABZ. You can go all the way to Dylan's Reddit /U Teabags your mom 69420 lowercase x capital X, dude. Fucking
Wow,
steel
bro.
trap up
You
here.
got
Tell him
it.
happy birthday. Make sure you at Teebs TEABZZ.